Welcome back, everybody. So I just got back from my Friday Night Magic draft here. First one I've been to in a few weeks because I wasn't feeling well the last couple weeks, so I wasn't able to make it. That's why I didn't post a video the last 2 Fridays. But I went tonight and drafted, and Theros is not an easy set to draft, I must say. Not that I'm terribly great at draft to begin with, but Theros is kind of a tricky set to draft. There's some really cool combos in the set, but with draft, it's kind of tough. You really it's much better for constructed, I think. So I didn't do great. I decided to go black blue flyer at the end of the night because my first pack was an Erebos Intervention, which is a pretty good removal spell. Really good removal spell, actually. I mean, just pretty awesome because you gain life as well, and you can kill anything you got the mana to take care of. So that was my first pack, so obviously I started pulling black right away. Second pack was, I pulled a Mystic Repeal in the second pack, which is a really great green removal spell for Theros Sealed. For other stuff, obviously, not that big, but in Sealed Theros Draft, this card is awesome because you can put a god on the bottom of somebody's library because they're indestructible, but you can put them on the bottom of their library. So I think that's a great one for Sealed for Theros. So I pulled a couple green cards. I pulled a Relentless Pursuit, was the next green card I pulled, which is a great card draw card for green because you can put both a creature and a land card into your hand by looking at the top 4. And then the other 2 go in your graveyard. So you can stack your graveyard if you got some escape stuff. But I didn't really get much else in green. So we just weren't getting really good green stuff in the packs. But then the third pack, I got a Gravebreaker Lamia, which is an awesome card in Sealed. Especially if you're using escape stuff, because each escape is 1 less. And it's got Lifelink, which is incredible for draft. Plus you can search your library for a card and put it into your graveyard. Obviously, you're going to go grab something with escape, and I did have a Fruit of Tizarus, so of course that's my ideal target, because I can go search my library, grab the fruit, throw it in the graveyard, and start popping them for 2 every time I got the extra mana and the extra cards in my graveyard. So I got a Minion's Return, another decent card for draft, because you can flash it in to save a creature, and it comes right back to the battlefield. And then, good little combat trick. And then I did get some removal. I got a Final Death, which is awesome removal because it exiles the creature, so you don't have to worry about escape creatures. 2 Mire's Grasp, which are really good, cheap removal spells for smaller creatures. Farrakhan's Libation is it's okay. It's it gives them the choice, but if they only have 1 creature out or 1 enchantment creature, you can get rid of it. Mogus Favor, which I use as removal for the smaller little guys because it gives them -1. So I'll actually put it on my opponent's like 1 toughness creatures and get rid of them. And I got a Lampad. Lampad is awesome and Sealed because every time you're about to lose a creature, you just sack it and deal 1 damage to them and you gain a life. Life gain is very important in black, especially when you're running Sealed. I got an Underworld Charger, mainly for the escape. Scavenging Harpy to try and exile other escape cards out of the opponent's graveyard. Venomous Hierophant because Death Touch, hello. And a couple Temple Thieves. So that's what I pulled in black. And I wasn't getting much green, so I started going blue. I did get a Stern Dismissal, a Thirst for Meaning, which is a really good card draw, especially if you're running escape cards because you can discard your escape cards. But you get to draw 3 cards, and you can discard either 2 cards, or you can discard an enchantment card. So, good one for this set for Sealed. I got 3 Triton Wave Riders. They're not flying, but they are 3/3s for 4, so they're pretty cheap to get on the battlefield. And if you cast an enchantment, or enchantment creature, obviously, you can go and fly until the end of turn. Witness for Tomorrow, or Witness of Tomorrows, I pulled 2 of those. So they're a little bit larger flyers for draft, which is usually really good because it's kind of tough to deal with for most people. I got a couple of Vexing Gulls, which had Flash flying for 2, 2/2s for 3. And I got a couple of Brine Giants. I ended up stacking 1, but he came in handy a couple times. I forget where the other one went. Oh yeah, it was in the pile of blue stuff that I didn't use. So yeah, I got another Brine Giant, but I only stacked the 1. He's probably 1 too much because he was pretty expensive to get out there. Devourer of Memory, I got a full 1 of those in one of the packs, and I thought it'd be really good if I was running some more escape cards, but I didn't get a lot of escape cards to make it really worth it. And I probably would have milled myself to death with this guy because I almost milled myself in one of the games down to seven cards in my library. So, pull a memory drain, but it's kind of an expensive counterspell, so I didn't stack it. I pulled a couple Sleep of the Dead. I probably should have stacked those, but I didn't. I might have done a little better because I thought I had a lot of removal, so I didn't really worry about it, but turns out I didn't have as much removal as I thought I did because people were casting creatures like crazy tonight. Oh, then I did stack a Thaumaturge's Familiar, a little 3-drop 1/3 flyer that lets you scry 1 when it comes on the battlefield. And it's an artifact, so gets around a couple things. But the things I didn't stack in black were Funeral Rites, just because I don't want to lose the 2 life. And it's decent, but not great. And then a Rage Scar Berserker, just because the casting cost, and I already had some bigger creatures. Probably should have stacked him instead of the Giant. Hindsight being 2020, he probably would have been better than the Giant, but I just felt like I had way too much black and not enough of anything else. I got past some blue and red cards, mainly red, but then the Mischievous Chimera. So those were kind of last minute pulls. There was nothing else in the pack, so I hate drafted the Chimera, and I hate drafted the Rider and the Pardon of Betrayal, basically, kind of at the end of the packs. So there was that. I didn't do very well. First turn I was lost 2-1. Second turn I won 2-1. Third turn I lost 0-2. So I just kind of dropped after the third turn because I have to work tomorrow morning very early. So, and it was kind of a long, slow night because it was kind of a late night being Valentine's Day and not many people showed up until kind of late. So, seeing I didn't have a prize pack, I figured I'd open another pre-release kit just to see if we get anything tasty in here. Why not, you know? I like opening stuff. I didn't get to open anything else tonight because I didn't win anything. So, so we'll open a pre-release kit and see what we get in here real quick. Just so you guys got something more exciting to watch than me talk about how terrible I did in the draft. So here's our 20-sided spin down life counter there. We got a 1. That's probably not a good sign. We'll put the fancy stuff aside here. We'll open that at the end. And we'll break in the 6-packs real quick. See if we get anything tasty. It's just for you guys. Those guys. And because I like busting packs. Alrighty. The values in this set are completely bottom of the barrel at the moment. I'm not sure if they're going to go back up anytime soon. We'll find out. Here's a Revel, Escape Velocity, Daxos, and a Gravedigger Lamia. Hey, look at that. Another one. And then there's your token in your land. I like this set personally. I think it's a great set. It's not great for draft. Hey, look, Glory Bears, the exact same card we had in the first pack on top. Not great for draft because it's very constructed kind of fake, geared set, I think. Our memory, Hero of the Winds, Careless Celebrant, Dream Trawler, nice little hit there, and a foil Glory Bears. So that's 3 Glory Bears in 2 packs. How do you do that? Alright, so Dream Trawler I think is still holding a few bucks, still worth a little bit because it's a great card. I think that one's probably going to go up. Glory Bears again. Come on, Watsy, what is going on with this? Every pack has had a Glory Bears on the front. What is going on here? That's crazy. 3 packs in a row. And we got 4 Glory Bears. We got a place of Glory Bears already. Archon of Falling Stars. Clothis Design. Thundering Chariot. This card beat me down. The 0-2 loss I did in the 3rd round was because of this thing. This thing was just wrecking shop, man. First strike, trample, and haste. Man. And a Delicos. And nothing else. Delicos was a kind of cool card. I expected it to be a little bit more popular or more valuable, but man, it is just plummeted. It's not worth anything. I think it's like a quarter or something. Maybe 40 cents. So, hey, a pack without a Glory Bringers on top. It's amazing. First pack. Citizen Petitioner. I still can't say it. The Binding of the Titans, Sea God Scorn, and Perforous' Intervention. Not the better interventions. Not terrible, but not great. All right, 2 more packs. All right, and hey, another pack without a Glory Bringers on top. Reverent Hoplite, Mischievous Chimera, Field of Ruin, nice. And a Temple of Abandon. Boo. Not the rares you want to see. Midomai's Prophecy is our foil. So we got a couple foils, common and uncommon. But so far, nothing really super exciting. The Dream Trawler pretty much paid for that one pack, but we're like negative 20 bucks right now on this on this thing. So unless there's something really good in here, which actually I see something really good in here. I don't think it's going to pay for the whole thing, but it will definitely help. Fateful End, Shimmerwing Chimera, Inevitable End, and a Calyx full art. And a foil, Aspect of Lamprey. So we got a full art Calyx, so that's something. Still not going to pay for the pre-release kit, but let's see what our pre-release card is, I suppose. What do we got here? Oh, okay. All right. We did okay. We got a Fall Shadow Spear pre-release stamp. All right. So that makes up for it. All right. I was getting worried there. But we got the Calyx, the Dream Trawler, and the Shadow Spear. So we probably broke even. Anybody want a free code? Have a free code. There you go. 6 free packs of Theros Beyond Death and Arena. There you go. It's all for you. Now, if you've already used one of these codes, you can't use another one, so leave it for somebody else. If you've already used a pre-release code for Theros, leave this for somebody else. And when somebody grabs it, post in the comments, let everybody else know so they don't waste their time trying for it again, please. All right, guys, thanks for watching the video. So black-blue flyers, you got to get a lot better draws than I've got to succeed at it in draft, apparently. Mono red seems to be pretty easy to run in the draft. The 0-2 loss was to mono red with the vehicle there. So mono red seems to be decent. White seems to be really, really powerful in draft for some reason. White just, every time I face white, I just, you know, it does really good against me. And I don't know why. I don't really see it. I don't really draw white because it just doesn't seem to be that powerful. But for some reason, it's just the synergy in white seems to work a little better in Theros than some of the other colors. So there you have it. There's my opinion on it for after tonight's draft. This is the second Theros draft I've done. But next week, maybe I'll have a little more footing because I did, like I said, wasn't able to do it the last 2 weeks. So I'm a little behind on it. But and I haven't been able to draft an arena yet with Theros, so a little behind on my drafting. So next week, maybe I'll have a little better tips for you, but hopefully you found some useful information in here and you enjoyed the opening. So thank you guys so much for watching, and you guys have a great night. We'll see you next time.